We end tonight with a man who had one of the great opening lines of all time. Many of us learned it in high school. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. The opening words of A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. On this Dickens bicentennial, Mark Phillips has a few more words about the author.
The bells rang out over London, where a congregation gathered to commemorate the birth 200 years ago, not just of a man, but of the language he created.
Oh, humbug. Best of times, the worst of times.
Oliver Twist, I want some more.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Charles Dickens' works have been turned into more movies and screenplays than any other novelist.
It's all humbug, I tell you!
His themes of poverty and social injustice made more real, perhaps, because of his own rags-to-riches story. Dickens himself was sent out to work in a child labor's sweatshop because his father was sent to debtor's prison. Ask his great-great-grandson.
These characters are still there, the writing is still there.
It's not a happy image, though. When you say Dickensian, you think of workhouses, poverty.
And I think that's true. He was, of course, a great social reformer.
And a great marketer. His works published in cheap serial form, drawing in the masses. A model for modern TV writers like Armando Iannucci.
People would queue up outside the doors to get the latest monthly edition of David Copperfield. And they would queue at the docks in America waiting for the latest episode of Old Curiosity Shop to come and find out whether little Nell, the heroine, had died.
And he hooked them in around the world.
Uncle Scrooge. Well, Uncle Scrooge, they cried.
Where people celebrated in a 24-hour readathon.
Please, sir, replied Oliver. I want some more.
We have fallen upon strange times.
Strange times we're still living in today.
There's a fellow called Merdle, Mr. Merdle in Little Dorrit, who is this banker. And he runs his own bank, and the whole world puts their money in Mr. Merdle's bank, and then, of course, it collapses, and no one saw it coming. So he's still relevant today.
Which may explain why Charles Dickens' books have never been out of print. Mark Phillips, CBS News, London.